How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Cutting Room 101 here on YouTube. I'm Jordan Rowe of the Rowenet Review, and today I'm here to close out the week of most overrated movies. Now, my pick for most overrated movie is kind of a cliche to call this overrated at this point, but I really don't care. I really like to express how overrated this movie is critically for when it came out and just the amount of money it made. James Cameron's Avatar. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. This movie has fantastic visuals. I think on a technical level, I think for the effects, the art direction, the scope, just everything visual about this movie, A+. I commend the effects team and James Cameron for really doing a good job of bringing the viewer in visually into Pandora. However, the problem with Avatar for me is where people call this film a masterpiece. Not a lot of people do this now, but when the film first came out, people continuously said, "Oh, this movie's amazing. This is why I go to see movies." Frankly, I go to see movies for really good stories, to go on journeys I've never been on before, and I got none of that with Avatar. I'm gonna say basically what everyone has said. This movie is essentially the same plot as Pocahontas. Look, I'm honestly fine with taking the same premise and doing it in a different movie, because you know what? It's virtually impossible to come up with something completely original. That being said, you've gotta do something different. You've gotta put some kind of spin on it, show a side to the story that the audience has not seen before, and Avatar does not do that at all. This is essentially Pocahontas just dressed up with some effects. Also, part of the reason movies are classified as good or great are because of the characters. I mean, in great films, you have really iconic characters. They're characters that are unique, they're relatable. I mean, they're just characters that really stand out. I mean, I'm thinking movies like The Big Lebowski, Pulp Fiction, The Graduate, The Shining, Clockwork Orange, even this year's Drive, I would consider that. The reason those films are so good and the reason sequences in that movie stand out are because of the characters. Avatar does not have good characters. The characters in Avatar are the most one-dimensional people. They are so generic. They're basically every action character you've seen in every other action movie, and they've been done so much better before. In Avatar, there's just no depth to them. There's no connection with the audience. There's no heart. There's no emotion. There's no human component the audience can grasp. Also, Avatar is nearly 3 hours long, and I'm honestly fine with long movies, but they have to earn that runtime. I think all of Quentin Tarantino's movies over 2 hours earn those runtimes. I think all of Christopher Nolan's films over 2 hours earn those runtimes. I think all of Kubrick's movies, all of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies, the reason those movies get those runtimes are because that they have so much crucial information, so many interesting ideas to give to the audience that it takes them that long to convey everything, get everything across. Avatar has so many repetitive scenes, it has so much of the same, it's such a thin movie, and it spreads the very measly ideas across 2.5 hours, and by the end, I was just really bored. It may sound like I'm ranting, but I don't hate this movie, and frankly, I think movies like Avatar are important for the film industry. I mean, the fact this movie was like #1 at the box office for 10 weeks, that's important. The fact that people create an event out of film, I really like that, and as a film lover, I think that's really important. I just don't think the movie Avatar itself is anything special. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on Avatar. Leave a comment with your most overrated film. The link to my normal channel, Rowenet, is in the description box, so please go there and watch my regular reviews. Stick around tomorrow for Film Recall, and we'll see you guys next time.